What it do? It's your man Nico B, Blackeffect. I want to go ahead and get into this topic quickly, man. This is pretty profound message here. Women, men and women, parents, stop sexualizing your children, man. Stop doing that. Men, stop all, because really it's not always the men for the most part. It's usually the women. But the men allow it. I see men, in their children's life, in their daughter life. They like, look at what the celebrities doing. I forget who kids that was just recently. I think it was Waka Flocka daughter or somebody just recently went out to a party with, and I think it was P. Diddy daughter as well. They have it. And they 16, they sweet 16. Them girls was dressed crazy, man. They were dressed like strippers, man. Or not strippers really, but they was dressed too provocative for children. And if you look at just the proms, if you look at the proms, like I remember when I went to the prom. Now, the girl I went with, she was the most scantily clad, of all, and they made her put on my jacket. They made her, I could show you the picture, man, but I don't even, I'll do that on another time. But, she was scantily clad. They made her put on my jacket, man. And this is back in, 2004? So it's like, now, every girl goes to the prom. If she not going to the prom, not dressed like a stripper or a burlesque dancer or something like that, or an adult woman, she not ready. She not happy. She don't want to go. And this is crazy. If you my daughter, man, you just not gonna go. You understand? See, people don't want to police their children anymore. I don't know why policing your kids. Parenting is something that people don't want to do no more. You don't want to parent, and women especially, man. Guys not happy with you sexualizing your daughter, having her twerking. Look at what Erykah Badu, the picture she just came out with her daughter Puma. Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, Puma's 18, so she can basically do what she wants. But this is your daughter. You taking pictures like that with your daughter. What do you think that men are thinking at the time? Like, you already know, but that's why you did it. You did it to try to get get more sexual attention. Like you said, more sexual attention on yourself and your daughter. Like you said, it's basically like putting it's basically like putting the bait out. You putting the bait out in the water you doing that for the industry. It's some industry niggas like, oh yeah. It's some industry dudes looking at your daughter right now like, yeah. Just let's just see who she end up with soon. What rapper? Let's just see. What toxic motherfucker? Cause she not gonna get her no God-fearing man. No, she not gonna get her no regular man. She not gonna get her no real man. You know that. And y'all from Dallas too, y'all in the same city I'm in. Or I'm from the same city that I'm from. And it's like, that it's some real ones out here. You know that. You know how dudes in Dallas give it up. Like, we don't do all that foolishness. Like, our whole thing was being like player, or being smooth or cool or whatever you want to say. Our thing ain't, being some knuckleheads and nonsense ass niggas and bullshit ass niggas. Nah. Dudes in Dallas are real loyal dudes, they'll, who will die for theirs. That's just how it is, family oriented. I don't know, DOC is one of your baby daddies. And he is a Dallas native. And I don't get it. I just don't get, why women want to sexualize their daughters in this day and age. Because again, it's to set them up for being like you. Women always, for the most part, end up, and it's like, man, anybody, your seed, your child is you. It's gonna take they're gonna take a lot of your characteristics and things like that. And a lot of people try to live vicariously through their kids. Well, Erykah Badu look like, she into that other worldly stuff. You ever saw that movie, Skeleton Key? Man, Erykah Badu can, she trying to live through her daughter. This is Erykah Badu's second thotting. Not second coming, her second thotting. This is what she doing, man. And I got love for Erykah Badu, man. Prayers for her and her daughter, man. Like I said, these are beautiful women, man. I love, like I said, Erykah Badu back in the day, man. Her music, the person that she was back, before she did that video showing her butt and walking, like she was she was on a different level. Like this was a woman touched by God, given a gift by God. When she came out with her first album, my grandma loved that album, man. My granny, she loved it. She loved the hell out of that. Call Tyrone. She always sing that. But honestly, man, women, I just saw a story about this guy. This is alleged. This was posted by Neek at Night. Shout out to her. She breaks a lot of decent news on Instagram and things like that. If y'all wanna, follow us, some of it's gossip too. If y'all into that. But anyway, she broke a story there about a guy. He recently he took a picture with his two daughters. He had his hand on her leg or whatever on his daughter, while he was taking a picture. Usually, people don't say nothing about that. For some reason, they chose to pick out this guy. So he recently had some alleged charges that he was molesting one of his daughters. One daughter said it's not true at all. And he has another daughter who's alleging now that he's molested her. And her mother, of course, the mother is mad with him. So we don't know, we all gotta wait. But when you look in the comments, you see a lot of outrage from women about that, which I understand, but I also see a lot of women jumping to conclusions, not really just waiting to get the full story. It's no more innocent into proven guilty, which is what it is in this country. But that's not the point. But I see the women under the comments, they're outraged. So if you outraged about this, why would you, if you go look at click on the pictures and see those same women Instagram, why aren't you outraged about dressing up your little, like your 6-year-old, your child as an adult, letting them walk around taking poses, with grabbing their backside, sticking their tongue out. These are sexual things. I don't care what you say. You understand? And it don't matter how you feel about it. The world, human beings are collective organisms. You understand? It takes a village to raise a child. We have people, everybody not the same. You can't control what men do. I can't control how other men feel. Everybody not stable. Everybody not, everybody don't feel the same way you do. I don't know, and men have committed some of the most worst atrocities on the earth. Don't make it easy for them. Don't give people the inclinations, this is common sense. This is discernment from the Lord. This is what your father is there to teach you. You understand? This is what men teach you, but women don't want to listen to that no more. Oh, I can wear what I want. You get the stupid comments talking about, oh, that shouldn't matter. If you putting out, basically, y'all women be producing kiddie porn. Y'all be producing stuff that never would have been, you would have never been able to release photos of children doing stuff like that, bending over, twerking, underage, kids all over the internet, doing foolishness. You understand? You dressing them like you. I see some very inappropriate outfits for children, but you don't have common sense. You don't think that way. Things like that go over your head. But then when your daughter end up pregnant at 14, 13, what do you say then? Because it don't matter if it's a dude who 30, who sleeping with her, who 40, or a dude who 18. You understand? She's pregnant at 14 years old. That's a problem. And that's a problem that you caused, and that, you had a hand in that. You didn't discipline your child. You tried to raise, A child shouldn't be, they should be left to be a child for as long as possible. And in doing that, you have to maintain their innocence. Children will do a lot of things if you let them do it, man. You know, kids will do a lot if you just leave them to their own device. You know, they'll try to play adults, you know, and then get in them tough waters and then start crying mommy and things like that. You will, like, they're not adults. They don't even think that way. You're projecting that on them. It's the same thing with Holly. Like, a lot of y'all, like I said, a lot of those women who are angry in the comments over allegations, though, and they were crucifying this man, talking about, you know, burn him at the stake, you know, basically throw him away, man. F that man, you know, you don't know, like, he ain't even had a trial yet. You don't know. One daughter said he didn't do nothing. The other one, I'm not trying to defend. Then when you say stuff like logical stuff like that, why are you defending him? This is the problem. Listen, man, no one's defending anyone. Like, stop it with that. Y'all do too much with that. Like, that's jumping to conclusions and selective hearing. Like, that's things that, like, you can't, that's showing you lack comprehension skills. Like, come on. Yes, let's be real. You understand? We can have intellectual conversations, and we need to have hard conversations that we try to duck it. It's not just creating some narrative and running with it. No, you know. But like I said, those same women who are outraged in the comments, and rightfully so, if it's true, and I said if, because we don't know. I don't know, and you don't. So if it's true, then that's horrible. But the same women who are in the comments who are super outraged, like I said, and jumping to conclusions, ready to crucify the man, y'all promote, if a guy who had money, a celebrity, he was, you know, anybody, if let's just say Chris Brown. If Chris Brown came and was like, he wanted to, you know, mentor your daughter, your 12-year-old daughter, you'll let her go with him. And he was like, he wanted her to wear this, he wanted to put this on, looking all adult and you know, suspect. You as a woman will let your daughter go with him. If no man would, like, because you don't have no man around to police that, the father would have Chris Brown head on a stick. Chris Brown head. I'm not saying that, you know, I'm not trying to promote no violence. I'm saying this is all hypothetical. But, you know, if the father was around and somebody was trying to mentor his 12-year-old daughter, 14-year-old daughter, or you know, the mother was trying to dress her up or looking like her in outfits that was inappropriate or non-modest or inappropriate for children, the father would be, you know, kicking off he would get in, not saying he got to be physical with the woman. He would discipline the woman and the child, and that shit would never fly. Nope, she ain't leaving the crib, you know. And you as a woman, like, you know, I'm gonna be looking at you and be like, you failing at your job, man. That's what I'm gonna be saying. I'm gonna be like, you failing at your job as a mother. Do you feel me? That's if the father is around. You had, and see, even if the father's around sometime, it still can happen. Hypocrites, man. Don't be a hypocrite. Don't you dare. And when a man get to talking about, you know, real stuff, like I said, stop sexualizing your children and your daughters. Listen to wisdom, man. Stop always trying to be combative about everything. Like, well, where they want to wear. Man, all right, man. Well, when your daughter ends up pregnant at 12, don't be surprised. You understand? Now, it's never no justification for a grown man to be molesting children, no matter what they in or whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. But you still have a responsibility as a parent to do your part, like I said, to prevent certain things, to not trigger. You don't know people. You can't control them. To protect your daughter, to protect your children, you have a responsibility to do that. But especially with your girls, you understand? Especially with them. You know, boys, they, you know, can fend for themselves a little bit more, and you still have to police them in a different way, because they can end up dead. But for your girls, man, you don't try to think just because you are in some sexual liberation, you taking off all your clothes, and don't think that that's the appropriate for your daughters, man. Sexualizing your children so too soon. 16, they shouldn't be, even people were saying what Erica Badu with her 18-year-old daughter, people were saying that was inappropriate. Like that was people weren't with that, like for the most part. You still have some deviants, man, who just don't care about nothing. They don't care. Like these same people, like I said, man, look at Hollyweird, man. How many people and children been groomed in Hollyweird? How many children been given over to them, to Hollyweird? Look at Aaron Carter, man. This is a boy. This was a young boy, but look at how they get exploited. Parents exploiting their young boys. Women doing that right now. See, a lot of you women, like I said, you could be knowing that you have women you be scrolling on your stories, right? You see women out here busting it loose, like I said, twerking ass. Women out here with their titties out. Women, out there, just doing the most bending over sexual poses. Then you scrolling down your timeline, then you see some little kids on there basically doing the same thing. You see some little kids dressed in some inappropriate stuff. Man, I'll be looking at these people like, who are you? Unfollow, block, you know what I'm saying? Unfollow, mute your ass. I'm finna, like, who are you? Because the thing is don't you know that pedophiles patrol the internet? Do you not know that? I think you do. And some women know that, and I don't know what's up with you for you to be doing that, because you constantly do it. And I don't know what's up with you. Like why would you want to give? They just busted some guy, man. They constantly busting dude. They busted this dude. This dude had money. This dude was in one of them big old houses. I forgot what nationality he was. He wasn't black, but some dude, man, they busted him. He just had all this kiddie porn on it. They keep busting these niggas. They had a whole bunch of it too. Well, you know where they getting all of that stuff from? They consider, like, you can't have them pictures of kid on your computer. They doing that from the internet, from the stuff y'all giving. But you know what I'm saying? This is stuff that men teach. And this should go, see, and a lot of you guys, like I said, a lot of y'all not men. Y'all don't raise y'all kids, man. Y'all being led by y'all woman. And when you doing that, she's taking the masculine role. Basically you gotta follow what she tell you to do, and she raising your kid and raising your daughter the wrong way, man. You can't have no say. And that's how you think them girls got to R. Kelly. They had daddies. Them niggas, niggas ain't do their job. They failed. All of Aaliyah. I mean, and let's go on and on and on and on. So again, let's stop sexualizing our daughters, the daughters of the Lord. These are, let them be kids, man. Okay? Let them be children as long as they can. And like the same way that firefighters got attire. Everybody got attire. Everybody has things. Like, you're not gonna go get a kid you're not gonna get a 6-year-old a drink. You're not gonna go get them a shot of Jack Daniels when you go to the restaurant. You know what I'm saying? You're not the same way. You're not gonna let your kid stay up all times of the night, man. It's me. I don't have to go into the whole list of parenting, man. It's certain things kids don't do because they shouldn't. Kids is out there playing, thinking that they Batman and Wonder Woman and all type of stuff. They have a innocence that should be protected. It has to be protected and allowed for them to develop. When you sexualize any individual too early, they start to develop a mental illness. And kids don't know how to handle certain things, so they have to be held from certain things. They shouldn't be allowed to be twerking all over, doing what you do. You teaching them these dances, and, they hear. You think they don't have ears and eyes? They have ears and eyes, and they learn. You're doing the wrong thing. So I don't want to hear the fake outrage, you know what I'm saying? Don't be a hypocrite. Now, you know, don't do that. Like, that's not of the Lord, being a hypocrite. So with that being said, it's your man, Nico B, Blackeffect.